This video that I'm doing today is very different. I rarely do like sit down and talk to you guys, you know, like type of videos, but today I decided that I kind of just wanted to share the journey that I'm currently on and that I've been on for some time now. So if you already seen the title of the video, then you know that I just reached my 1 year celibacy mark journey. October 5th is the day that I decided I wanted to wait until marriage to do the do. I was abstaining from sex before then, but like I said, October 5th was the day that I was like, okay, that's it, like no more. I'm nervous because I've never thought I would like tell anyone besides, you know, whoever I'm with, that this is what, you know, I'm doing. So nervous. But before I even get started, I want to tell you the difference between like celibacy and abstinence. And I know that's going to be a big question, so before I even dig a little deeper and go into anything, I just want to point out the difference between the two. Celibacy is very sex specific, and then abstinence is not sex specific. Now sometimes people do take a vow of celibacy and they choose to abstain from sex for their entire life. I'm only doing this until marriage. So now that we got the definition out the way, I'm kind of just going to get into my journey myself and kind of like why I chose to go on this journey. So last year when I made the decision, I was with someone. We did not just start off like meeting each other and hey, I'm celibate, you know, whatever. Deeper into the relationship, I just felt like sex was becoming like the main focus. And when I started thinking about it and I was looking back on all my other relationships, I was like, now that I think about it, sex has always been the main focus. And I wanted to take like a step back and like a drawback from that, and I wanted to actually focus on the person themselves. And so we were probably together about, I can't even tell you, probably not even 4 months. And I was like, you know, I'm thinking about going on this journey. I want to abstain from sex until marriage, and I just want to focus on, you know, who you are as a person. I want to get to know you without the feelings and emotions that come with sex. And so honestly, he was down. I did start the journey with someone and we're no longer together, but I chose to still pursue this journey. I was not going to change my mind just because, okay, I wanted to get to know him, and now that we're not together, I'm not gonna be celibate no more. No, like this was a decision that I was like, okay, even if we do or do not work out, I'm still gonna remain celibate until marriage. And honestly, I just feel like the emotions and the attachment that comes with sex and sexual favors is so deep, and sometimes that can consume a person's like mind. And when I say consume a person's mind, I just mean that like that becomes your main focus. Like you no longer care about getting to know that person. It's just, you give me this type of feeling when we have sex, so I'm with you because the sex is good. And that honestly can only last for so long. I feel like the type of relationship that I want is a relationship that's deeper than what sex can give. I just feel like now I want to do things that God wants for me and God wants me to do, and I'm no longer interested in anything that's not that. So becoming celibate until marriage, I'm waiting on the man that God has for me. I'm strong in my faith, and I know that within a matter of time, whenever the time is right, that God will bring a person to me that's for me. I want to do things the right way. I want my husband to have a part of me that no other man can say that they had a part of. I don't want to have all of these different soul ties to other people, and I don't want to be sharing energies with people from 10 years ago. Like I don't want any of that on me. It does get heavy. It does make you act in ways you never thought that you could act in. I just want peace. And I want to be able to share myself with someone who is sharing themselves with me and only me. I just feel like I'm on it's a whole nother level, honestly. And to be able to attract and have what I know that I deserve, I have to be that type of person. So this is like my start over I'm a virgin. Now let me stop. But this is like my start over point that I'm in my life, and honestly I feel like this is the best decision that I've ever made. And I don't know, y'all, like I'm really like, I'm proud of me because I did not think that I was going to be able to do this. This journey will become an emotional roller coaster. Like, you will experience all the emotions there is to feel. Some days you'll be happy, some days you'll be confused. Like, it is hard. It's not an easy thing, but just know that with all the loops and curves, upside downs, the ride will get smooth again, and everything will be fine. I honestly can get into this a whole lot more, but I'm just kind of touching on it because I'm still fresh at this. I'm still new at this, so it's still a whole lot that I'm still learning, and a whole lot that I'm still trying to figure out, you know, okay, like what does Tiana want, like, you know. So I'm gonna keep everything very simple, very, you know, and maybe a few years down the line, if I'm still not married, I'm still celibate, then I can go a little deeper into it. But like I said, this is only my 1-year anniversary, so it's still a whole lot that like I'm learning and I'm dealing with. And this is a hard process, y'all. Like, there have been times where like I almost slipped and I'm like, damn, Tiana, like, no, like this is not what you want. Like, you need to just chill, you know. The pressure is real when you're holding back from something. Everything, the devil will tempt you, and he's going to tempt you in all kind of ways, and it's going to be hard. But you just have to remember that you and God have something planned that's bigger than what sex can offer. So stay on your journey, stay consistent, stay disciplined, don't slip, please don't slip. Like, you can do this. If I can do it, you can do it. And I honestly recommend this for everybody, even if it's not until marriage, just for like a certain amount of time. Like, set yourself a time and just be like, okay, I want to abstain from sex just for, let's say, 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, and you will see like how things will change for you and for the better. So I definitely recommend it. Go for it. Nike, baby, just do it, for real. I got a few tips that can probably help you if you are interested in joining the journey, or if you ever like thought about it, or like it crossed your mind, or if you're just curious to know what the tips are. I do got a few for you. So with this journey, number one, know your triggers. If you know your triggers, then you're able to stop anything that's going to cause you to detour. Also, knowing your triggers, be mindful of like the things that you listen to, the things that you watch, anything, because like I said, temptation is real. And just certain songs that like I hear, or like certain things that I see, it's just like, oh my gosh, you know, it's kind of hard. I'm not trying to double back, but you know, so just paying attention and knowing those things honestly will help you a lot. And number two, this is like so big, and this is something that I constantly have to remind myself of. When it gets hard, remember your why. And chat, it's gonna get hard. It's gonna get hard. So just remember why you chose this journey. Think about the bigger picture, the benefits from it, your mental space that you're going to be in, when you're not being involved with someone who's been involved with other people, and y'all sharing all these different type of, you know, transfers of energy from other people that they dealt with 10 years ago. Yeah, you don't want none of that. So just remember your why. Sexual frustration is very much so real, and there are going to be times where it gets extremely difficult and you want to just quit in the middle of the journey just for a little taste, and honestly it's not going to be worth it. So I just say, just keep going, pray. I know there've been a couple times where, like I said before, I've almost slipped, and I just had to pray. I cried, honestly. I cried, and then I prayed, and I'm just like, Lord, like, help me. Like, this is so hard, but this is something that like I want to do so bad. So like, you know, just pray. Just ask yourself, you know, like, is sex worth me compromising what's important to me? Number three is, once you really like somebody, tell them, offer it, hey, I really like you, but I'm on this journey and I'm choosing to not have sex until marriage. It's gonna tell you all you need to know. Either they was just with you because they like you and they wanted some or they really with you because they like you and they willing to wait. Like, straight like that. Now, I know later on down the line, or even then and there, like there might be some questions that they want to ask, or you know, like you guys might even have that conversation on like, okay, like what is this? Because not a lot of people know what it is or what it means. So if they are interested, then having that talk and just getting, you know, like some things understood, because like I said before, also you can make your own rules to this. Like there's ways that you guys could figure out something that would work for you. I know not all men are interested in semen retention, so I don't know, that's just a conversation for you guys. I got what works for me, so whatever, you know, works for y'all works for y'all. Y'all will have to honestly have that talk. So be prepared to get ghosted, okay? Like honestly, if you was to tell someone and they weren't with it and they just stopped talking to you, just be prepared for that. Don't take it personal. Not everybody's going to understand, not everybody is willing to do what you're going to do, but just remind yourself, you're doing this for a reason, you're doing this for a purpose. They were not your person, because if they were, they wouldn't, you know, they wouldn't have left. Don't take it personal. It's like, you don't want the same thing as me, and I know for a fact you don't want the same thing as me, so why even continue this? It's going to get us nowhere. This next tip, if you meet someone who's willing to wait, you need to establish boundaries. That's very important. I didn't realize how important it was until I realized, like, okay, I told this person I'm celibate and they're willing to be celibate too, but now they're trying things that I'm not comfortable with, and I have to tell them I'm not comfortable with, and it's just a whole mess. So off rip, establish boundaries and what you're going to be comfortable with, what you're willing to do, what you're willing to not do, and just get that clear and set in stone so it's no confusion nowhere down the line. Up front, be honest about what you need in order to make abstaining from sex work. And the last and final tip, I have no idea what number this is, but the last and final tip is celebrate your journey. I feel like this journey is so like amazing, and it's honestly something that should be celebrated. As time go by, I don't think you should just look at it as something like, oh, okay, just another month of me not having sex. Oh, another year of me not having sex. Like, no. I actually celebrated this like it was my birthday. Like, it's a journey and it's something that I'm proud of. So as a tip, celebrate it, because then in the next upcoming months, next upcoming year, you actually have something to look forward to. Like, celebrate this shit, okay? Any questions that you guys might have about anything, if you're thinking about doing the same thing, or if you've been on the verge of like, okay, should I do this or should I not do it, and you just need like some advice or like some encouragement, comment, guys. DM me. My Instagram is linked, I think, in my description box. I'm not sure, but if it's not, I'll make sure that it's there so you guys can have a way to reach me. But yeah, y'all, like, this is it. This is me. So it's been 1 year, October 5th. This is my personal journey. Everybody's journey is going to be different. Everybody's is not going to be the same. Remember your purpose, remember your reason, remember your why. If you don't have anybody by your side that's willing to push you or guide you or anything, I'm here. And always, 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 you know, you got God. He's always there for you. So yeah, y'all, hope you guys really enjoyed this video. It was very much so different. It's always doing this. Please don't forget to like, comment, and share. I'll see you guys in my next video.